What's up, John Jobin? Good morning to you, buddy. Matthew Appleberg, and hey, Britt, what's going on? And George Obermeyer and Dennis Howland. Good morning, Troy Wilson and Brian Dickinson and Michael Pickett and Stingray Castro. What's going on, Stingray? JD, Debbie up there in Boston, my pal Mason, Sydney and Gregory Ross and Jerry Blair and Tommy Chesh. Oh my God, Linda Murphy. I recognize every single one of these names. Scott and another Scott, Mark Daniel. Sorry I didn't get the last names. Ryan, Matthew Santini, I think you're new. Richard Dickens, you're not new. Holy mackerel. Darren Albertson, what's up? Mark Daniel. Mason, Georgia checking in. Brian Bernard, of course, one of the regulars. Howie Weinfeld. Brian Bernard, one of the regulars and also one of the leaders in the STARS program. What's up, Brian Dill and Jerry Blair and Stephanie Lee? My God, Tommy Parker. I know all these guys. Jason Marshall. And, of course, Cody Zone up there in Western New York. I even know where a lot of you guys live. Vincent Scaramuzzo. Oh, my God, can I stop? Chad Moeller. I know Chad. I mean, not if you walked up to me on the beach, I wouldn't know, but I know the name from here. Dwayne, of course, I know. Oh, my God. Dennis Howland throwing stars. This is crazy. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I was not going to live stream. I was going to take a couple days off from live streaming, but the deal is, you know, when the weather's still nice out here at the ocean, I want to turn this damn thing on before I have to go back to the abandoned house or start doing more of these from under the bridge. So I want to take advantage of the fact that we still got decent weather here at the ocean. We got a couple fishermen down the beach getting the last few stragglers of striped bass before everything is gone and this whole area is dead as far as fishing goes. I don't know where all the fishies go. I need a marine biologist for that, but I know right around early December, man, you could cast and throw, I don't know, you could have 10 fishing poles with all sorts of baits and lures, and you ain't gonna catch shit. Where do they go? Do they go to deeper waters? I have no idea, but you do know it's like a dead zone until the spring. So these guys are out on the beach, and they're getting their last licks in as far as fishing goes this season. I think the season officially ends December 1st. But who's watching us? There's been a few times I've been fishing out here around Christmas, and then a few of my neighbors will text me and they'll mock me and they'll send me memes of fishermen that are in a block of ice, still trying to fish, still believing they could catch something. I've been that guy over the years. Deeper water, that's where all the fishies go because the water's warmer. I would have imagined that would have been my guess, I guess. They go south. This guy says fish year-round. That's my point. I would love to fish year-round out here, but there's literally nothing. They truly are gone. All right. I keep stop talking because there's so many comments going by that I got to hit a dumb little button so I can see them in real time. So you're in boring Texas. I saw you. I like the Texas. I spent some time in Texas. Dallas area a few times. Oh my, did you watch the Belushi documentary? I'm doing this instead of watching the John Belushi documentary on Showtime. I can't wait to watch that thing. I'll probably watch it probably tonight because this weather is definitely is changing fast on us. That's another reason why I turned this on. I woke up this morning, gorgeous sunrise over here, walked the dog all the way down the beach over here, fished over here. I didn't get anything, but this guy over here has had some really good luck. He's been pulling in schoolies all morning long. Unless that's a different guy. That might be a different guy. There was actually a female fisherman a little further down, and she and her probably boyfriend, maybe husband, they were catching schoolies like crazy. I think that guy just caught one. Let me zoom in. Yeah, he just caught one. There you go. A little schoolie. He's not going to keep that. He'll throw that back. Because you can tell see, he threw it back. I had no doubt. You can tell the professional fishermen out here where they do the right thing. And then you get the farmers. We had a farmer the other day. He was right over here fishing, and he was getting schoolies, and he was just throwing them all on the beach. That's a big no-no, man. You got to make sure they're the right size. Fisher person, I'm supposed to say? I'm not. I still say fireman, policeman, fisherman. I still say that. I guess you're not supposed to in this day and age. It's the humidity. That's awful. Oh, in Texas? Yeah, you guys get that shitty heat. I am Superman. I was watching The Session on air. It's on Instagram. Oh my God, they broke down Superman by REM. It was one of my favorite ones that he did. If you haven't checked out The Session on air on Instagram yet, I highly recommend you do it. He jumps on, I don't know what his schedule is, but he does, it seems like he does a couple a day, especially during the week, and it's so great, man. He gets the stems of really famous songs that we all know and love, and he breaks it down. He plays like the drum tracks, and then he plays the bass track, and then he plays the lead guitar track, then he does isolated vocals, and then he mixes like the bass with the drums, and it turns out to be, it feels like a whole different song, and it's so fucking cool and so unique, man. I'm gonna get him on the podcast soon. Not an REM song. Benji Rosenthal called me out, and I gotta tell you, he's 100% correct. You know that song, I Am Superman by REM? That's a cover, and I was so mad when, I forget the name of the guy who does The Session on air. I know his last name is Hands or something like that. But the song was originally done in the late 60s, I think, by a band called, help me out, brother, was it Click? Something like that? A band I never heard of, but they did the song originally, and REM covered it. Ah! Oh, that was close. That was a lot closer than you realize. I didn't see that. Christian James Hand. Thank you, Brian Humphreys. Christian James Hand is the host of The Session on Air, and you can see it exclusively, mostly on Instagram. It would be a massive podcast, but unfortunately, in the podcast world, you can't use original music. They yank your episodes, so it's a nightmare for the guy because he came up with such a unique idea, and it's hard to get it out there to the masses. So he does it on Instagram Live. He doesn't even really record them, so you got to watch live, and that's it for the most part. He also did it on LA radio for the longest time. I know he was 30 feet away, dude. I was just joking. Jesus. I know people have eyes. I am Superman. Dan Flood. Terry Clifford has a podcast. I don't know what that means, Dan Flood. I have no idea what that means. Put your reflective jacket on. There was a story of someone on an LA beach that was laying kind of in one of these tracks, and they got run over. I don't know why that's funny, but I guess it's funny because I don't know the person. Certainly if it happened to someone you really knew or loved, you wouldn't be laughing at that, and I understand how that works, but oh my goodness. How'd you die? Well, I was suntanning on a beach, and a Jeep didn't see me and ran me over. Oh my God. I think when our time is done on Earth, you don't want to die in a stupid way. I think that's the goal of all humans. Don't die in a stupid way. How'd you die? I was walking down the street in New York City, and a manhole cover just popped up out of nowhere, flew 20 feet in the air, and smashed me in the head. That's how I died. Oh. Hope you had your mask on. That was close, Chad Moeller says. Oh boy, that coronavirus is a motherfucker. And, because everyone had to have their turkey, although a lot less people traveled for Thanksgiving. This is what sucks about the news. They're the culture of fear. So they did a lot of reports of long lines at airports and stuff. But the fact is, most people did listen and they did not travel for Thanksgiving. The numbers were way down, but you wouldn't know that if you were following the coverage on your favorite cable news channel, because they knew that was a good story to get you watching. So they went to the airports and they would find the crowded security lines or the checkout counters, and they did their stories. But the fact is, a lot of people did stay put for Thanksgiving. I'm starting to feel that the bloating has gone away. Becky, are you all right? Becky's got the coronavirus in her house, right, Becky? Or someone you know. I saw a post on the Facebook group. You all right, Becky? I'm not continuing until I know Becky's okay, so I'm just going to sit back and wait for Becky. I believe she was telling everyone that the coronavirus hit her house. You're all right? Thumbs up? You don't want to talk about it, though? Do you have it or somebody in your house? You ate turkey in a basement, Brandon Hollinger? Look, man, turkey's overrated. Thanksgiving without the family is actually not bad. My husband and little girl, they're hanging in there. Jesus. Let's all wish Becky Hearn let's throw some positive vibes her way, because she's a good egg. Becky Hearn is a very good egg. She came out of nowhere, and I noticed her, and she supports every single thing I do. Even like the Just Average podcast, she's still there, like a huge supporter. And I'm grateful for that, because there's just too many fucking dickheads out there. I am Superman. And if you listen to the original song, Superman, by I think the band was Click, I'm waiting for someone to confirm that. First of all, you'll be shocked that REM that it was an original song, like myself. And then listen to the lead singer of that band. I learned this on the session on air. How he sings Superman. It'll get stuck in. You're giving me 50 stars because I wish you well? No, Becky, take those 50 stars back. I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. But when you hear the lead singer of that band singing Superman, it's going to get stuck in your head. And all day long, you're just going to be going, I am Superman. Yes, it was. Smoked with butter and lemon zest. Are you copying me? I did the lemon zest and the butter under the skin. I did that. And I will never cook another turkey again without shoving a lot of lemon slices under the skin of the turkey. That made all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world, my friends. Did Stalker Patty get the Rona? I have no idea. I hope not. Okay, thank you, Brian Humphrey. So the band's called The Clique, CLIQUE. I like to turn you guys on to things during these live streams. And after you're done with me, go to the YouTube and put in The Clique, CLIQUE, and Superman, and you'll go, oh my God, I thought this was an original REM song. And you'll see that, nope, the song was done prior to REM. Who sent 500 stars? Will you stop? I did a lemon brine and a coconut milk pomegranate. Damn, marinade. All right. No, it's so funny. We could sit here and talk about how we did our turkeys, because in the end, we all know that no one really likes turkey. The only time we like turkey is when you cook it perfectly, which is, for whatever reason, is really hard to do. And if you could get that turkey to be on the moist side, and I know you ladies don't like the word moist, but it's very important when you're talking about turkeys, then you could deal with eating turkey. Oh, all right, hold on. I'm using a professional mic just in case some of this stuff is good for the podcast, and my windscreen just blew away. I had to go grab it. But anyway, that's that. I finally feel like I digested Thanksgiving, though. Oh my God, I was bloated. I was bloated. Yeah, it needs gravy. You need to mix the turkey and the gravy with a little mashed potatoes and a little cranberry sauce, whether it's homemade or out of the goddamn can. Throw a little corn on that forkful too, and then yeah, turkey's delicious. Then it's scrumptious. You know, this year we didn't throw another meat on the table, unfortunately, because we throw the turkey on the table because that's what you got to do, I guess, and then you throw a nice roast or a prime rib on the table as well to wash down the turkey. You got to wash that turkey down. My favorite pie is I go old school. It's simple. Well, there's two actually. You got to go apple pie, but don't get so fucking fancy with it. Just a regular, old-fashioned, homemade pie. Stop with the crust thing and adding this and that onto the top of your apple pie. And I don't like when the top of the apple pie has those strips. Oh, I had to say an ST word. Fuck. What's another word for strips? I really got to work on that ST thing still, because I really want to be a professional broadcaster someday. But when the apple pie has those strips across, like diagonally, so there's a bunch of like triangular holes on the top of your apple pie, I'm not happy about that. Old-fashioned, regular apple pie that looks like a fucking mess, by the way. The messier the pie looks, the better it's going to taste. Simple as that. Simple as that. I think everyone knows that. When it looks perfect coming out of the oven, like there's no bubbles or burn marks, and the crust is like perfect, like it was made by a machine, you know the pie isn't going to be as good. You want it sloppy and messy, just like your pussy. I mean, hey! Okay, no one heard that good. But anyway, so apple pie is my favorite, and then I'm going to give you a second one. That would be, who wants to guess my second favorite pie? Oh my God, this live stream is just killing. Just killing. Chad Muller goes, whoa, hey. And believe it or not, I'm trying to curse less because I know people actually listen to these things with the volume up. So I gotta like be very careful. Cherry pie, Chad Muller, do you know what a cherry pie would do to the kid? Do you understand what a cherry pie would do? Last time I had a cherry anything, it was a cherry cheesecake. It was last summer. My in-laws were up here, and we have a lovely place that makes homemade cheesecakes. Oh my God, they're to die for. And I was like, you know what? I have logic in my brain. I'm allergic to all sorts of stuff, but I learned a long time ago that I can't eat apples, but if they're cooked, I could eat an apple pie or apple sauce or apple cider or, yeah, some of those so alcoholic ciders. So I thought the same was true with cherries. I'm like, wow, I know I can't eat raw cherries. They'll send me to the goddamn hospital. But if it's in a cheesecake, it's cooked, and it's just like apples. So I think I can eat the cherry cheesecake. Hold on. So I ate the cherry cheesecake in front of my family and my in-laws. And within, I would say 5 minutes, my lip was 3 to 4 times the size, and I was losing quickly. I wasn't breathing properly, and we were very, very close to rushing to urgent care. And then the kids said, you know what, I'm just going to chug this Benadryl. And we had like kids Benadryl in the medicine cabinet, and I chugged way more than you're supposed to take. But I remember one time when I had a major allergy reaction and I went to the hospital, they gave me so much Benadryl, so I knew I'd be okay to self-medicate. And I chugged this Benadryl, and the lips started getting bigger and bigger, and then it got to a point where it settled down, stayed big, and slowly went back the other way. And the kid saved himself from going to urgent care where he would have been there for what, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours? So, to answer your question, no, cherry pie is not my favorite pie. You son of a bitch, you just triggered me. EpiPen, I used to have an EpiPen. The EpiPen is for amateurs. The kid doesn't need the EpiPen. I only had one time where I went to the hospital with an allergy attack, and it was after a Super Bowl party. And wow, I called my brother because I couldn't see. I looked like I was in a fight with Mike Tyson. I guess that would be a good reference. My face was so fucked up and so bloated, and I couldn't see. I could sort of see if I really tried to open up my eyes, even though they were open to begin with. And then went to the hospital, and these sons of bitches at Huntington Hospital, they wouldn't see me even though I was in a bad way. I had hives all over my body. I couldn't see. Once again, my lip was a mess. And they're like, you got to fill out all this paperwork. And I'm like, I can't see. And I do believe their answer to that was, well, that's not our problem. I'm like, then why am I fucking here? So then I had to, and this is a true story, I had to sit and fill out my paperwork by using my left hand to open my left eye so I could kind of see the questions and get my insurance info out there. And then I handed my stuff back, and then I couldn't hold my eye open anymore, so I let go, and then I was kind of blind. And then my brother helped me to a chair in the emergency room. This is a true story. And then I waited as, people were coming through the door with way worse problems than me. They finally saw me. I had the worst headache of my goddamn life. The headache, by the way, was the reason why I called my brother, because I woke up in the middle of the night with this terrible headache, and then someone said if you would have taken aspirin or something like that, or whatever, that would have killed you. I'm like, oh, that's good, because I was about to take the aspirin, and then I knew I was in trouble, so I called my brother, who used to live around the corner from me. He got me to the hospital. So they get me in the back, and this is when I realized that, wow, they got some really good shit. And I was desperate, so they're like, you know what, we got to break out the good shit for this guy. I don't think they break out the good shit for everybody, my friends. I think we're learning that with the coronavirus. I think if you're somebody, if you're a celebrity and you get the coronavirus, they're like, you know what, this guy needs the good shit. And they break the glass to get the good shit, and then you get that, and you're out of the hospital immediately. And us regular Joes, and I'm a regular Joe, even though the other day I told you I'm going to try to get out of regular Joe status soon. Us regular Joes have to sit there and suffer for an extra week or two in the hospital because they're not willing to give us the good shit. With that said, with my allergy attack, they're like, you know what? We might lose this one, so we got to give them the good shit. And they're like, really? But fuck, man, I don't know. And then they're probably debating it, and they finally decide to give me the good shit. And I'm on a gurney in the emergency room, and I got an IV, and my headache, I'm just begging. I'm like, please make this headache go away. So what do? They put something in the IV, and I'm here to tell you, my friends, my headache went away within 30 seconds. Like the worst headache of my life went away in 30 seconds. I'm like, oh my God, what have they got that they don't want to share with the public unless you're in a bad way? And then my face at this point was unrecognizable as me, you know. And they go, we're going to take care of that too. And they put something else in the IV that was, I don't know, I think it was some kind of extra strength, like Benadryl or something similar. And I've told this story a lot, and I understand that. But for the new people, they put something in the IV. And my brother Elmo, some of you remember Elmo from the old days, he's standing over the gurney, and he goes, Ope. He goes, I'm watching your face come back in real time. Like, he was like, this is unbelievable. Like I was in some kind of weird sci-fi movie. He watched my bloated, unrecognizable face go back to the face most of you know and love, right in front of his eyes, within minutes. He's like, that's so fucked up. And then we were both out of this emergency room within an hour, and I felt like $1 million. $1 million. Yeah, they got the super drugs, Brandon Hollinger. Of course, that's what I'm saying. Only for the special people. Or only for the people that are in a very, very bad way. I am super drugs. And I can do anything. What's up, Marcus? What's up, Jason Lee? And Greg? Greg just yells, take the wig. I could tell to take the wig story another day because I'll be honest with you, man, the weather's changing. The sun is fighting it. Actually, the sun might pop back out. All right. That's good news. And Opie knows what $1 million feels like. Well, okay, well, sure. I can't deny that. Yes. There you go. There's your moment of zen right there. My goodness. That guy caught another one while I was ranting and raving. I took a peek. He's having a good time. I didn't do well. I think I got to throw back in. All right. I hope everything else is going well for you guys. I don't know what a Swiss bank account looks like. I really don't. Jesus. Yeah, I fly down to the Caribbean a few times a year, to do some banking. Wink, wink. You fuckers. That's very funny. I think that's it. I think that's all we got for today. I didn't even know we were going to talk about pies. Oh, so I know you're on the edge of your seat. So the kid's favorite pie is an old-fashioned apple pie. And then his second favorite pie, and you should have got this, my friends. It's not blueberry. It's not cherry. It's none of that coconut. It's certainly not pumpkin. It is strawberry rhubarb. Oh, yeah. I am Superman. Did you say some banking and skanking, Rachel? Rachel's a bad, bad girl. A very bad, bad girl. You're saying fucking boo to my strawberry rhubarb? Where the fuck do you live? I'm going to punch you in the nose. That's what I'm going to do. Put your address on here. I'm going to stop the live stream. I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to give you a beating. Unless you could come up with a better pie than strawberry rhubarb, my friend. What did the dog eat? We went over that already, man. Oh, and I've been checking the poop. There's a little update on the dog poop. I've been poking around his poo, and the hair, whatever you call it, thing is still in him, I guess. It's like a hairband that goes around your whole head. The ladies like to put that on when they're washing their face at night before they go to bed. When they start their ritual that could take up to an hour, Where they get all their face cleansers and lotions and elixirs and their serums and their chapstick and their water. They get everything on their night table. And us guys, what do? We barely brush our teeth. We sleep in our stupid underwear, and we're asleep a half hour to an hour sooner than our spouses as they're getting ready for bed. That seems exhausting. I don't want to be a chick. It's good to know, by the way, I don't want to be a chick at my age. Oh, my God. Can you imagine right around now, I pull a Bruce Jenner and I go, you know what? I need to be a chick. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I think if you want to be a chick, you should, do that when you're younger. No? Oh, I know. That's very controversial. I'm just going for a stupid loft. Run, Forrest, run! I am Soupy Man. All right. I think we did enough damage today, guys. Oh, BetterHelp. They came back to the goddamn program. Maybe I shouldn't say the goddamn thing when I'm talking about a lovely sponsor like BetterHelp.com /Opie on that one. The promo codes on my sponsors are very, very confusing. That's why you got to kind of listen up. But I definitely use these guys from time to time, and they're nice, man. You get an account, they get you a therapist, and then you could just call when you're in the car or wherever the hell you're going. And you can get a little therapy in, man. And I think a lot of us could use some therapy, especially with everything going on in this world, including the stress of the holidays. So give them a look. BetterHelp.com/Opie for a nice discount. All right? All right. Can you remind me of the promo code for Skylight? Skylight's a great sponsorship, for real. Skylight.com, promo code Opie on that, I believe, OPIE. And they're giving you a very good discount. But you asked that question in the middle of my moment of zen where I dramatically end the live streams with a nice look at the beach and the sounds of the waves.